Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel. And welcome back to Zombicide, Black Plague, Big Game Hunting, turn the 13th of chapter the 7th. Right, so where are we up to? Well, we've essentially won the game, but we've just got to escape the board. So what we're going to do is all these guys have got to find an exit somewhere. And if we get everybody off the board, then we'll say we've won. But they've got a few zombies to go through first. So let's get straight on with it and turn the 13th. And here we are in the player phase. And our first player is going to be Anne. And the first thing Anne's going to do is she's got a hand crossbow. So she's going to fire the hand crossbow out to these two runners. Now she gets 2 dice and she needs a 3 or better. And she gets 2 3s, so that's good enough. She kills 2 runners, so that is an excellent start. That moves her up to 18 experience, so she's not quite into the orange yet. For a second action, she's going to pop out here. For her third action, she is going to use Bloodlust, which is 1 2. Yeah, we're going to try and get out the quickest way, kill the necromancer so we can get rid of the spawn point. Hopefully if we get everybody round here, we'll be able to get out. So even if we get a spawn, we should be able to deal with it, I think. So there we go. She's got 1 free attack. So she needs a 4 or better, and obviously she is going for the necromancer. A 1 is rubbish, so she's going to have another go. The last action, and she gets a 4, and she does kill the necromancer. Remember, it's melee, so she can choose who she's going to kill. That does put her into the orange. But just before we sort that out, let's make sure we get rid of the spawn point. So she's now up to 19. What is she going to pick? So she can have 1 free magic action or 1 free melee action. She's going to have 1 free melee action because she may as well have a go at another of these walkers. So, oh, I need to put them both back, don't I? Right. So let's select that. 1 free melee action. And she's going to have another roll at one of these walkers. She gets a 5, so she kills one. Puts her up to 20. Not a bad little turn there for Anne. Well done. Right-o. So after Anne, it is Baldric. First of all, Baldric's going to step out here. Then he's going to use his spellcaster free magic action on these guys. So 4 dice, Inferno, and he kills 1, so it's going to have to be a walker. Then his second free magic action, oh, and he misses. Right, so he's still got 3 actions left. He's going to go again. And he gets the 2 that he needs. So he kills the fatty and the walker. So what's he killed there? He's killed 3. So that puts him up to 26 experience, I think. And he's going to move 1. So let's just check. He moved 1. He used 2 free magic actions. So it was his second attack. So that's his third move. He's got 1 more action left. And, well, he's not going to throw Inferno in there because Poor old Annie's in there. So I think he's just going to leave it at that. He's not going to use his last action. You can't search because he's in the street. He's got no reason to change around what he's actually using and what he isn't. So he is just going to leave it at that. Right, after Baldric, we have Clovis. Clovis is just moving, so he's going 1, 2, barging Silas out of the way, 3, 4. So that's Clovis. Then it's Nelly. Nelly's going 1 free movement action. Then she's going to use her new Bloodlust ability. So she's going to go 1, 2. And she is going to attack. So she's going to attack one of the walkers with her short sword. Needs a 4 or better. A 2's not good enough. So second action, she's going to do the same. She's going to attack. She gets a 4, so she does kill one. That puts her up to 21 experience. She's still got 2 actions to go, I think. Oh, may as well use this one. Dropped it. A 2, not good enough. And her last action. Another 2. Oh, rubbish rolling right at the end. But we're down to 3 anyway. Right, so that's her go. And after her it is Samson. We're going to have to make sure we kill these. It goes 1, 2, 3. That's his 3 actions. Now he's got 2 hammers and he can dual wield those. So he is going to roll 2 dice. And he's going to attack these walkers. And he misses. Absolute rubbish. Right, we're quite lucky though, because we do have Silas next. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, ordinarily he couldn't fire, but he now has point blank, so he can fire. So with his free ranged attack, so he's still got 2 actions left essentially. He's moved 3. He'd normally have 1 action left, but he has got a free ranged attack. His first free ranged attack, he's going to use his, obviously his orcish crossbow. So he needs a 2 or better. Gets a 6 there and 1 fell out. And that's a 2. So doesn't matter. He does hit twice. Kills 2 of these. Looks like hopefully we'll get away with this one, but some appalling rolling nearly did for us. So that was his free ranged attack. He's going to use his last action. He's going to use the orcish crossbow as a melee weapon against this last walker. Needs a 3 or better. He does get a 3. So we just managed to kill all those zombies. Just. Right, so pretty cool. So we're looking to exit here, but we're obviously going to have to deal with some zombies, because that is the end of the player phase. Let's move into the zombie phase. And here we are at the zombie phase. So movement, runners move 2 into here. Fatty moves 1. These runners move 2 to there. All these walkers move up 1. Let's do the fatties. So there we go. That's all the activations for the zombies. We've still got a bit of breathing space. And let's start spawning. First of all, we get 3 fatties at the top. Next. Ooh. All standard walkers. Oh, get to move. So, but that's okay. That's alright. So they move a bit closer, but they're still not close enough. All these will go in here. Any more walkers? No, that's it for all walkers. So, in fact, that's made it even easier for us because there's nothing's come out on this spawn point. So, last spawn point, we get 3 fatties. But it's too late. It is too late. So there we go, 3 fatties in there. That is it for the spawn. Let's move on to the end phase. Here we are at the end phase, and of course there was noise tokens I should have took from here when good old Baldric was using Inferno that I forgot to put down. So they've gone. Who's going to go first? Well, let's move it on to Baldric. Baldric will be our first player next turn. Right, let's get straight on to next turn because it's going to be extremely short. So let's move on to turn the 40. And here we are for turn the 14th. As I say, extremely quick. So first player is Baldric. He's going to go 1, 2. He escapes. He's going to be followed by Clovis. 1, 2. Then it's Nelly. She escapes with a free movement action. Then it is Samson. Then it's Silas. And last but not least, Anne. And we have escaped. And we have won big game hunting. So, woohoo! So, yes. Good game. Good game. What, bloody hell, channeling Bruce Forsyth there. Good game, good game. But, yeah, it was a good game. It is a little easy. I'll have to have a look on BGG. I think some of the later stuff in the Kickstarter is going to make it a bit more tricky. But, especially with Deadeye Walkers and, like, the rats and stuff like that, it will make it a bit more tricky. But as it stands, it's one of those games, if you keep on top of it, it's a breeze. So if you've got your wits about you, you don't get a, you know, you've got some leeway, but you've got to keep your wits about you. And if you keep your wits about you, it looks a doddle, and it is a bit of a doddle as it stands. If you make a mistake, though, if you make a mistake, you've seen how zombies just come flying out from everywhere at the spawn stages. If you make a mistake and you put your heroes in a bad position, you're going to lose. So it's one of those, it's so long as you play it right, so long as your tactics are right, and you err on the side of caution, you shouldn't have any problems. But if you make a mistake, you can be in big trouble. I nearly got in a mistake with Silas, but as it was, I knew the guys were coming this way, and I thought I'll probably get away with it, and I did. But it's just one of those where a few bad rolls, a badly positioned hero, and you can be in real trouble. You'll just get swarmed. But it could do with perhaps be made a little more difficult. I might do it with just 5 heroes next time, and see how that goes. But it's still a good game, and like I say, though it appears a bit of a doddle, it is a bit, tactically, you've got to be on the ball. You can't fall asleep, because the game will beat you. It just looks easy when you get it right, and when your tactics are right. You mess up on your tactics, you're going to have a real problem. If you take it too easy and think it's going to be a doddle, then you'll probably come unstuck. But if you keep your wits about you, you'll probably win as it stands. So some of the new expansions that are coming out hopefully make it a little bit harder. Up until then, I suggest going on Board Game Geek. There are a few threads which suggest making it a little harder. And, you know, try them one by one and see which one suits you. But that said, I do enjoy the theme of the game. It's really, really good. And I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun pretending to be each character, you know, and doing those little stories and stuff like that. So they almost feel like role-play heroes to me now, and I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it. So, thanks very much for watching this playthrough of Zombicide Black Plague, Big Game Hunting. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing you in my next playthrough. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions, thanks for all the views, all the comments, and for all the tips, and for pointing out where I've gone wrong. Very much appreciated. And as usual, thanks very much to all of you who went across to Board Game Links and upvoted the site. Thank you. So until my next playthrough, which I think is going to be Shadows of Brimstone and Caverns of Cinder, but it won't be for a while. It may be middle of next week, something like that. I've got to put the lava men together and paint them. So that'll take me a bit of time. So, but I expect to be back within a week or so doing Shadows of Brimstone. Cade and Running Bear will return. So until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.